Before we get the show on the road, I want to showcase some of the commissions that I just got done recently. And if you want to commission me, then the email is down in the dibbly below. Quotes are completely free, so yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, see ya! So I find myself in a pretty tough spot my first time handling, but I've had research and experience handling. This happened some time ago, but I have not attempted handling again due to it, and I would really like feedback on what I should do. I was asked to be a handler for a close friend of mine. This was local and we were just walking around. I would point out any obstacles that I believe the suitor would not see, but they would keep saying, "I know it's there." After a point, they became mad that I kept pointing things out, so I let them be and just mainly look for anything that they didn't see or notice then and there. Then they got mad that I didn't point out that someone was trying to get their attention, but I didn't see them in the instant that they were just driving past. Eventually I stopped pointing things out. I think I was pretty frustrated since they seemed to notice things first either way. They also managed to trip in a hole that I didn't notice due to tall grass and blamed me for it. We eventually got back to our destination, but I really think I should have done something differently. What would you suggest?
What's going on, my fellow fuzzbutts? ZabuTheSergal here, and I'm back with another video just to educate my people. And today we're going to kick it off with another episode of Zabu giving advice to the fuzzbutts. So if you want to, send me an email talking about some stuff that you need advice on, then do follow the directions down in the dibbly below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in this. I suggest you find yourself a better suitor with a more positive attitude, because you were literally doing what you were supposed to do as a handler. Because the handler for a fursuiter is supposed to be the extra vision that that fursuiter does not already have. Because as we know, fursuits have very, 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 very limited vision. Like my field of vision is like literally this. So like anything past my hands right now, I cannot see. And so if I had a handler, they would be on the lookout around, making sure I'm not running into things, making sure that if somebody's walking up to me like from this way, that they don't bump into me or I don't bump into them, that I don't randomly smack somebody when I turn around too fast, and things of that nature. And it sounds like you were doing everything that you were supposed to do, but this fursuiter was just being a little bit incompetent about it. And it's like, if you can see all these things, then why do you even need a handler? Like, they're getting mad at you for the stuff that you're pointing out, and then whenever you stop pointing things out, they get mad at you for not pointing the things out. Like, that is so backwards. What sense does that make? But I do want to clarify that it sounds like you were being a very good handler, and props to you on that, because a lot of handlers, they see it as like, something that's not really fun for them, because they would much rather be suiting and doing the fursuit stuff, and they don't really see the fun in helping other fursuiters kind of romp around. But back when I was a handler, I kind of, made a little bit of fun out of it, because usually whenever I was, handling for Babby, because she got her fursuit stuff long before I even started suiting. So usually whenever we go to cons and stuff, I would be her handler. And I would help her interact with other fursuiters and stuff, and make like little light jokes like, watch your step, oh my god, blah. Stuff like that. Just kind of make it a little bit fun for yourself. But yeah, you were doing a very, very good job, and if I have any advice for that person, if you are still friends with them, just let them know that, hey, you were literally doing what you were supposed to do, and if they didn't like how you were handling, then they need to find a new handler, because you were doing a good job. They were being rude. Me personally, I have my ways of seeing if I don't have a handler. Of course, if I do, then I can be a little bit on the reckless side. But usually I do have a handler, and if I don't, I can, get around with my vision, because a little fursuiting secret that we might have is that a lot of suitors, they see better out of their mouths. I know that sounds weird. It's like, open your mouth so you can see better. That's like fursuiter or furry to furry logic, and anyone on the outside, they'd be like, what the math are you talking about? But yeah, there are ways around, seeing without a spotter, but if you do have one, then that makes it all the better. You were doing a very good job. Like I say, they were just being a little bit on the rude side, so don't let that get to you. You were fine. And yeah, in the future, if you find other fursuit friends that need handlers, then I think that you would be a great candidate for that job. I think that's all I need to say on that matter. I hope I help your situation out in some way, shape, or form. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to send in your emails for the whole advice thing, that way I can reach out to you guys, then definitely follow the definitely follow the directions down there in the dibbly below. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and close this. So, if you like this video, go ahead and scratch that like button so that I can know to post more awesome content in the future. You want to talk to me? Have some Twitter. You want to stay updated as well as know when the next Q&A is going to be? Have some Discord. Want to drop fan art of ZabuTheSergal? Fan art is always welcome. Keep it PG-13. But as always, my name is ZabuTheSergal, and I'm out of here. La 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 la.